Hey guys, Joe Madden here of Pickdawgz, joined of course by Rod and Brian. You guys, December 31st, last day of 2021. I'm sure glad we're rolling into a brand new year, 2022. I've got so many goals, resolutions, lots of things I want to accomplish. What about you, Rod?
Well, yeah, we last year, like a year, almost a year and a bit now, a year and a few months. I accomplished my one goal, I quit smoking. So now on to the new goal. I was like, God, it's not easy.
Wow.
I gotta get going. Yeah, so it's been over 15 months now. I quit smoking.
That's a big one.
That's a big one. So my new one this year is you're gonna see me slim down, slim raw.
Good
Well, I don't
for
know if I
you,
can ever
Rod.
get to
I'm
like
proud of you.
slim, but I'll definitely gonna drop at least 100 pounds for sure this year.
Wow.
That's
Good
my
work,
goal.
Rod. Proud of you. What about you, Brian? Any goals on the forecast for 2022?
Well, business-wise, my goal is to be number one for 2022, but we'll see. But other than that, I do as much traveling as I can with my son. I know we got trips to Disney World planned and Colonial Williamsburg in Virginia. But just get my son out of the house to do more activities in the next year is probably my number one goal. And to be less stressed, probably, also.
Yeah, take some stress off your shoulders. Definitely a good one. I just want to be more active, you guys. I find myself not being as active as I have been in previous years. So it's hard with the weather here right now in Canada, like Rod and I were talking about before. It's still minus freaking freezing. But,
supposed to go 61 here. So
minus 32 right now is the
Yeah.
temperature, and that's without the wind chill. So you're looking at it feels like minus 45, minus 46, somewhere in that range. If you want to go outside for a jog.
Yeah, or a snowshoeing. And this is something my kids are
Even just
really
walking.
interested in doing, but I'm like, there is
Oh.
no way. I cannot dress warm enough to go out snowshoeing in this.
So,
You should
no
think about getting
clothes.
a winter home, maybe in Florida, and then travel down south when
would
it
be
gets
nice.
cold, and then come back up north. I don't know. It's tough with kids because they go to school and they're you don't want to pull them out of school. But once you get older, you could always have a winter home.
I'm talking about kids going into school again. Mine are off till the 10th.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's what they did here.
I got an email from my school district saying they're going to go back. They have plans to go back regular, but then I saw some people complaining. So who knows what'll happen? I'm hoping that they go back.
It's bad because I seen diploma exams got canceled here too. So it was like kids that are trying to finish their high school diploma. I was like, they're going to just cancel them. So I was like, oh, that's not good. So.
Yeah, not good at all. My son's grade 12 English diploma is being completely canceled. So he looked at me and he's like, I have not had to write a high school test yet. Because his grade 10 diplomas or like his grade 10 finals, he didn't have to write, grade 11 and now going into grade 12. So
grade 12
Who
is expensive.
decides
I remember in high school here, that counts for 50% of your mark, your diploma exam. In a lot of classes in high school. I don't know if it changed since I've been in there, but that's what it used to be. Diploma exams were huge.
Absolutely. Yeah, setting these kids up to fail. For
not
sure,
good.
not having to prepare and study for these, which I guess a lot of people don't believe in tests, but at the end of the day, we get tested every day in life, and I think it's a good preparation for sure.
It's worked well for the last 100 or 200 years, so got to have tests. Can't get rid of tests.
Yeah. So interesting. That's for sure. Sorry, my internet cut out there, you guys, but thank you for completely covering. Anything you guys took out of yesterday's games? Was there any games that you really enjoyed that you saw that you thought was a given that came through, or anything that was just any underdogs that really shocked you guys yesterday? Brian?
Well, I got to say the college football bowls in general have been shocking. I mean, I was thinking about Purdue early in the morning when I wrote down my premiums, and then I got off them because I was scared with the way the line was with Tennessee. I think it was minus 7.5, and Purdue with the lack of depth on their roster. So that was surprising, and they got the win. I know Mitch liked Purdue. Michigan State against Pitt. I like Pitt in that one, and we saw that late touchdown there in that game. And Wisconsin and Arizona State. Wisconsin played a strong game. They could have covered at the end easily, I guess, but they took the knee on fourth down.
Yeah.
Or ran the ball on fourth. So no real shockers, but the Bulls have been pretty surprising overall.
Yeah, that Michigan State game was stressful, though. I was on Michigan State laying the points there, and it wasn't until the fourth quarter that they came through, getting 21 points in that fourth quarter. I was just stressing that one.
Was it one of those ones where the pick six, you see it, you catch it, and you're like, yeah, go.
I would have had a heart attack if I had a big bet on it.
If you're on the other side, you're going, get up, someone get up.
Right, my drink definitely went flying watching that game at the end there. It was just one of those wild ones for sure. So
biggest surprise of the day for me was St. Joe's outrighting Richmond. Woo, it wasn't even close. They were a 12.5-point dog, and they outrighted them and won by like 12. So Richmond didn't show up. That was my biggest surprise of the day for me. And I was like, wow, I didn't think Richmond was going to blow up like that.
And you gave that away on the show yesterday, didn't you?
I figured they would keep it closer than that.
Yeah.
I said, I don't think they're as cursed as what they make out to be, but holy, I didn't have them outright.
Blue Hose got a win yesterday, but it was an online game.
Yeah, of course. An online game. They won by 50.
Yep.
Let's see their next game.
Yeah, exactly. Tyler said his dog was crying in the corner from him yelling at the TV during the Purdue and Tennessee game. We've been there. My dog actually, he loves NFL, and he'll normally sit through all those games, understand why I'm yelling. But if I'm yelling at hockey or basketball, he's gone. He's just like, no, I don't understand what your problem is right now.
In that game, you're 4 minutes left, and there was like just under 5 minutes left, I think. And if you were on the over, you're sweating it at that point. Yeah. And the next thing you turn around, it's like touchdown. You're
crazy.
Like, wow. They have 5 touchdowns in 2 minutes. Like, wow.
I know. It's unbelievable what teams can do when they rally at the end there, hey? And get those points on the board. It's crazy. That's for sure. But yeah, that Arizona State, Wisconsin came nicely under that total, hitting 33 points. And I think it closed around 40, 41, 42, wasn't it? So I think we nicely hit that under. Definitely a strong defensive game played in those trenches there. But we have lots of games today. I see lots of people coming in. It looks like we've got a good solid audience base to move on to these games. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe though. And if you want questions answered, become a supporter. What is it, Rod? $3 a month?
Yeah, I think that's what it is. $3 there, the supporter level. And we'll definitely answer your questions. So,
absolutely. So
follow the links below and become a supporter of the channel. It just helps improve everything, as you can see what it's already done. Then we've got more new shows. We've got the Puck and Crazy show. We've got a soccer show coming, and then that's just going to expand. So that's all what you're doing is you're helping support this channel, and that extra little money we always put right back into growing Pickdawgz. So it's bigger, better, and better. That's what we do for you here. That's what we do. So we really appreciate all the support you guys can give us. So just click the link below. Very appreciative.
Absolutely. Well put, Rod. That was definitely there. So bowl games today. Got some great ones. I'm excited for these games. I think it's definitely going to be a great day of college basketball. So we have one already underway, Wake Forest and Rutgers. Looks like Wake's already got a touchdown in this game. So that just started a couple minutes ago. We then have Washington State taking on Central Michigan. This one starts at 12 Eastern. So in the next 45 minutes here, we also have Cincinnati taking on Alabama today. Cincy, big dog in this one, plus 13.5, total 57.5. And then we have the Georgia Bulldogs taking on Michigan. Now, Michigan's a dog in this fight. 7.5 is the spread right now. This line has moved. Actually, no, it hasn't. It was 7.5 earlier today. So we have seen the total move, though, from 43 to 45.5. Brian, anything in here for your free play?
Yeah, I would say my free play here, these bowl games, I would take Central Michigan, the Chippewas, plus any points you can get. The Cougs, as far as non-conference games, 1-5 against the spread last 6. Also in December, 1-5 last 6. you look at the Central Michigan, they have cashed 4 straight overall, and 23-9-2 last 34 games played on turf. I think Central Michigan Chippewas can keep it respectable within a field goal or so. So I'm going to take the points with Central Michigan.
Okay, what about yourself, Rod?
And for me, in that one, I like the under. The Cougs 4-0 to the under their last 4 neutral site games is a favorite. And you look at the Chippewas, they're 4-0 to the under the last 4 games after accumulating more than 200 yards rushing in the previous game. So I like the under in that one. I think we sneak under the total. This Wake Forest game is going to be blown way over the number. It's you got live, take the over. We're going to see points up plenty, and it's going to be a lopsided. Rutgers stinks.
I can't believe how bad Rutgers is. I know that their record's 5-7.
They're going to get blowed out in this one.
I like their coach, and they
3 touchdowns plus. Pound down.
How bad did Rutgers get all of a sudden?
And the other one, I like the over in Michigan and Georgia. I think we get some points on that one. As you can see, the line's moving up to trying to bait you into taking that under. I'm going to take the over. I think we see enough points to sneak over that 45.5. Take the over.
See, and this is when I've been on the fence on. I've been flirting with that under because I see it moving up at 43. I like the over at 45. I'm on that fence because I really do. Yes, Rod, I think they are trying to bait you into taking that under at this point. But I just look at it and I look at these defenses, and we all know defenses win the games. And if Michigan has any chance, in my opinion, they really have to step up defensively. We know what the Bulldogs can do. Defensively, they were bad in that one game, giving up 41 points, but normally they hold teams to 9.8 points per game on average. We got Michigan with a solid elite run defense. I don't know. This one's going to be a complete battle. I think it gets really close to this number. And I think Georgia pulls it out in this one. It's going to be a battle, though, you guys. And then I also like the under between Cincinnati and Alabama. I think this is another really tough fought battle. I think 57 is too high. I think this is a closer to a 50-point game. We see the Cincinnati Bearcats under as 4-0 in their last 4 games on a neutral site as an underdog. And for Alabama, 5-0 to that under in their last 5 bowl semifinal games. So I really do think this one, I'm excited for both of these games. It's going to be so tough defensively. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
I'm looking forward to seeing the defenses of both Michigan and Georgia play. I think it's going to be – I like defensive games, kind of like Mitch. I think it's going to be a real slobber knocker for sure.
Slobber knocker. I've never heard that expression before, Brian.
That's a Jim Ross expression from wrestling.
Slobber knocker?
You got Stone Cold Steve Austin going at it with The Rock. It's a real slobber knocker.
Yeah, slobber knocker. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know The Rock and Steve Austin went at
years ago. This is back
years
when I
ago.
was young.
Yeah. Okay.
Old school wrestling.
Oh, like the fake wrestling?
Well, yeah, but these guys, I mean, look at Mankind and The Undertaker. Mankind got thrown off the top of a 16-foot high steel cage.
That's what I was getting. It was like a fake. Well, can you lift?
Yeah, that would hurt if they toss me up
and throw him and carry him in the air like this and go like this with him. Let's see.
I don't even know who you're talking about.
They're
it's like foreign language
right
now when you're talking Mankind.
Can you lift the 300-pound man over your head and be like,
no.
It's I don't know how they say it's fake.
They're performers.
Okay. Yeah,
Anyway.
It's performance, but I do know that they actually, went at it hard.
You
right?
have to you have to work. It's not like, hey, look, you hit me.
That's a big thing in Calgary, Alberta, right? With the Bret Hart, the Hart family's up there.
Yeah, the Hart family is wonderful family up this way. So
some of those fake punchers actually connect. They don't mean to, but I'm quite sure they do.
Yeah, if you can die, it is real. I agree. I didn't mean to call it fake wrestling, but you guys all knew what I meant. It's not like not like the UFC or boxing. It's more the what would you call it? Entertainment wrestling?
It's male sports entertainment. It's
male sports entertainment.
Maybe women
That's not what I would classify wrestling as.
That's why I got women in wrestling, so anybody can watch it.
Yeah, I guess anybody can watch it. Sports entertainment. I guess you could call it.
Absolutely. Is it still around?
It's like soap opera for men. Let's put it that way. Is that a little
okay.
better? It's soap opera for men.
Okay. James is asking if I have a mug of beer. It is not a mug of beer. This is a beer mug, but it's a very good coffee cup for my desk that I'm not going to spill. So it has a nice solid base on it. I sometimes get scared. I've got a lot of tall, nice cups, and that takes one hand movement to knock that over all over my soundboard, which I'm pretty sure Mitch would not be impressed by. So nice solid cup here.
It's got a solid base. It's not going anywhere.
Exactly. It is not moving. You guys know I talk a lot with my hands, or if you haven't seen it, it's because I hold my pen so that my hands are not flying all over the screen here. So let's move on. We've got NHL today. Are you guys ready to talk some NHL? There's actually first, before we do that, almost forgot yesterday your promos. So Brian, what do you have for sale today?
Well, I'm going to try to build off of yesterday's winning day, got back on the horse. And also today, my biggest bowl game, my bowl game of the year. Last year, I cashed on Notre Dame fighting Irish, getting the points against Alabama. This year, I got another pick in the big game. So make sure you pick that up for $30 at Pickdawgz.com premium picks, my college football bowl game of the year.
Nice. What about you, Rod?
And for me, I've got my Feel Good Friday triple, which has all my college football in it. We went 2-1 yesterday in college football. We're going to keep it rolling up massively on the year, up over 1,000 units. So let's keep rolling. And these ones, I've got 3 college football for you, and I've guaranteed that we're going to have a winning day on that package for you. I also have a mixed sport birdcage where I've got 2 NBA and my best bet on the ice in the NHL, and that's in a separate package. So you can get my mixed sport birdcage, which gives you the NBA and the hockey, or you can get all the college, which I've got that one guaranteed. I'm solid. We're going to sweep the board on that one. Love those 3 bets in there today.
I tell you, Rod's within shouting distance of being the #1 college football handicapper. He's not too far off of that. So good luck to
There's
Rod.
A battle there for there's a battle between 5 of us for the top. It's good to see.
Yeah, right now, James Clark leads the way.
Nice. I like it, you guys. That's awesome. I'm guaranteeing all of my picks now over at Pickdawgz, so make sure you go check it out. I've got the last 3 games in these college bowl games, as well as 2 in the NHL. I've got some good puck line bets today in the NHL, so make sure you head on over there. Great plus money in those, so check it out. Now let's talk some NHL. I'm excited for these games today. We have some postponements still on the board, but we still have a good solid, 4 games today, you guys. So we have the Edmonton Oilers taking on the New Jersey Devils. We have the Anaheim Ducks taking on the Vegas Golden Knights. We have the New York Rangers taking on the Tampa Bay Lightning. And we have the Washington Capitals taking on the Detroit Red Wings. Rod, in there, what do you like for a free play for us?
For me, I like the over in the Oilers in Jersey. You look at open at 6. It's up to 6.5. I still don't think that's enough. Both teams can light the lamp. So give me the over in the Oilers in Jersey. And the other one I like, I'm going to take Detroit here. I don't feel like laying -170 with the Capitals. Detroit plays their best hockey at home. This is going to be a great game to watch. Battle. You look Detroit 11-3 at home on the year. Washington 9-3 on the year. Washington's missing some guys on the COVID list. No, because that's off. So for me, I'm going to take Detroit. They play their best hockey at home. They almost get 1.5 times my money. Give me a shot with Detroit in that one.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one, Rod. People are back in these Capitals at -161 on that money line. There's no way you're getting Detroit at home on New Year's with some great plus money there. And the home team has won 14 of the last 16 games for the Red Wings. They are definitely the right choice in that one. And then I'm looking at the New York Rangers. Again, they've bit me once already since coming back from this break here. But I think the Rangers against the Lightning tonight, definitely a good way to look. Some plus money with them there. They're also 9-2 in their last 11 versus the Atlantic opponents. So I can see this one being a tight fought battle over game as well. What are you liking, Brian?
I think for being 4 games is a pretty strong NHL card. I'm going to be doing Rangers Lightning on the drive through tonight, so make sure you tune in and check out that play. As far as free picks go, I totally agree with you and Rod. Let's make it a threesome here. I'll take the Detroit Red Wings on the money line. I think they're 7-1 last 8 home games on the money line.
Great at home.
So there's no reason why you can't take this plus money here for a nice $100 bet. So give me the Red Wings here. That's it.
Nice. I like it. I like it for sure. Well, we'll have Puckin' Crazy later. I know Rod's going to be on with me. Brian will make his debut one of these days on the Puckin' Crazy show. Come in to give you guys a bet there. I'm excited. I'm loving hockey now. It's back. I'm really disappointed, though, the Calgary Flames game was postponed tonight. That is always a good one when they play on New Year's Eve. So kind of disappointed, but that's okay.
I've been liking hockey more than the NBA lately, but maybe that's just me as far as the players playing. So we'll see. I'm sure the NBA will improve because these guys will run through the cycle and they'll recover and get back on the court.
Yeah, absolutely. Hopefully we see things starting to get back to kind of a more normal. So let's jump onto the NBA here. We've got games starting quickly here. We have the Phoenix Suns and Boston Celtics starting at 1 Eastern. And then we have the Chicago Bulls taking on the Indiana Pacers later in the afternoon. Dallas taking on Sacramento and Miami taking on Houston. Let's cover those 4 first. Brian, in those 4, is there anything you're liking for a free play?
Yeah, I think the best free play in the NBA board, and I'm going to give out the Boston Celtics here plus the 3.5 points. Remember, the Phoenix Suns are a West Coast team. They're playing at 1 o'clock. That's an early start for them. Celtics 22-9 is a home underdog here. So I really like Boston. Could have been a premium. And later on in the day, I'll lean on the Rockets, just a lean. They're 5-2. ATS on Fridays is a dog. Heat 0-4. Last 4 is a favorite. I'm going to take the Houston Rockets at home plus the points, but I really think the Celtics are a solid play.
Okay. I'm going to ride myself with the Dallas Mavericks. I think the Mavericks here against the Sacramento Kings should come out and get the win. A low spread on this one. We're looking at Dallas at -1 here. The Mavericks are 6-2 against the spread in their last 8 games. I think they're just going to be too much for this Sacramento Kings team today. So that's the only one I'm really liking for free play in there. What about yourself, Rob?
For me, I'm going to have to go the other way with you on that one. I'm going to take the Kings at home here. I don't like the Mavericks. I can't stand Porzingis. Some paper bag, tissue man Porzingis. You never know whether he's in or out. He's always hurt. It's
true.
It's not good. I don't like Dallas. I still say they lack depth. And they try to do like the Oilers that have 2 guys. So I'm going to take the Kings there in that one. And the other one, I like the Bulls. You look at the Pacers. Pacers are ravaged with COVID issues. They're massively a mile long, and I don't get this line moving. And it's moved to -3 now for the Bulls. We're getting an inverse line movement on that one. Give me the Bulls in that one. They pound down the Pacers.
Yeah. I've been watching this line move on this game, and I'm going, what the heck is happening? So it's kind of one that I'm staying off just because I'm looking at it. But I think you're right. I think the Bulls is the right way to go with it. So you're right. The Pacers, just with all those issues. The only thing that scares me kind of road teams today is it's New Year's. The home crowds are going to just be,
I'm thinking maybe the Bulls want to party tonight. Maybe that's what everybody knows. Maybe somebody on the inside knows that the Bulls want to hit the party scene in Indiana tonight.
They just played and scored 130.
I don't know. Something's up. Maybe they got the girls coming over from Iona. Who knows what's going on in that game? Definitely seems fishy.
Take the Bulls. Lay the points.
Yeah. Happy New Year. Thank me later. There we go. Okay, guys, let's move on to the second set here. I guess we'll just finish up the rest. I probably should have given one more in that other time slot to make it an even 5-5, but we'll just do those last six. We have Atlanta taking on Cleveland. We have the Clippers taking on my Toronto Raptors. Man, Toronto's 6.5-point favorite at home in that one. We have San Antonio taking on Memphis, and New York Knicks taking on OKC, and two more. Minnesota taking on Utah, and Portland facing the Lakers here. Lakers 5.5-point favorite in that one. Brian, what you got for us here?
Yeah, I got to say, this is the first NBA card I've been excited for, but I'm excited for today's games. And as far as free picks go, I'm going to take the San Antonio Spurs here plus the points against the Grizzlies. Spurs have been good to me. Cashed 4 straight. San Antonio has. Grizzlies just 2-5 as a favorite, 0-5 as a home favorite. So I'll take the Spurs there. And then I love to go against Al Nino's favorite team, the LA Lakers. I'm going to take the Blazers here plus the points. Lakers have been 6-14 against the spread, probably the worst cover team in the NBA. Blazers haven't been anything special, 3-11 on the road ATS, but I just think this is a one possession game or so. Blazers are ravaged with COVID issues, but I just have a feeling it's going to stay relatively close. But my favorite play out of that grouping is the Spurs, probably plus the points.
Okay, well, it's probably pretty square of me, but I'm going to take those Lakers tonight at home on New Year's. 5-5 against the spread in their last 10. I know that they have bit us in the butt covering that spread in a lot of these games, but I don't think that they come out and lose and don't cover in this one against the Portland Trailblazers. Like you said, Brian, Trailblazers are 3-11 against the spread on the road this season. They are also 3-7 against the spread in their last 10. And I don't see them doing it tonight. I think the Lakers have a huge game for New Year's at home. And then I'm worried about the Jazz laying all those points against the Timberwolves. I know it's the Timberwolves, but the Jazz have failed to cover that spread as a home favorite in their last 5 in that situation. So I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of money on the Timberwolves. Plus those points there. I think it's one that they probably can get the win. But I do agree with you, Brian, on those Spurs. I think the Spurs laying those points against the Memphis Grizzlies is a great way to go tonight. They've been covering the spread as an underdog against Western Conference opponents in their last 8 matchups. So I like them there for sure. Rod, what are you liking?
Well, for me in these ones, I like the Raptors here versus the Clippers. Give me the Raptors. Lay the points. They got a nice win here on New Year's Eve. The Clippers have no interest in this game. You want to think about partiers. They're 5-11 their last 16 trips to Toronto. In Toronto, they're just looking to party it up in Toronto is what they're doing there. I had no faith in the Clippers. No faith there. They have no interest in this game. That's why the line is where it is. Raptors win by double digits. Take the Raptors. In that one. The other one I like the under. You look at the Knicks and the Thunder. They got a whole bunch list a mile long on both sides that Randall won't be in for this one. There's a list of a whole pile on the other side for the Thunder. I like the under in that one. Give me the Knicks and Thunder under 206.5. First a 90 game is what that's looking like to me. Low scoring, really slow paced. I'm gonna have to agree with Bitler. I'm gonna take the Blazers plus all them points. I can't trust the Lakers to cover anything. They barely cover themselves with a blanket, much less cover 5 points.
And they're ready to party too, Lakers.
Yeah, I think so. LeBron, he's ready to party it up.
A lot of party animals on that team.
Yeah.
That is such a late game for them. A 10:30 Eastern game.
But it's only 6. It's only right 10:30.
They'll be out in time. They'll be done.
They're going to play a fast-paced game. They're not going to look to slow that one down. Right.
No, and the other one, give me the Timberwolves plus the 12.5. That's way too many points. Jazz ain't covering that. We know the Timberwolves, they've already went through their COVID issues, and they got all those guys back. And in the last game, they didn't even play them. They were just like, we're going to rest you guys. Don't worry. We got the backups in there. You're good. They got Pound Town by Sony in that game, too. I can't remember who it was. Not this one. This they come out to play. All their starters are back. They're good to go. I mean, the Timberwolves plus the 12.5 and that. Any
situation you see them winning it flat out?
Depends if you catch Utah sleeping, but I don't think so.
I doubt they're sleeping tonight.
I don't think so. I think Jazz win, but not by that many.
I was surprised the line was so high. It doesn't make sense to me. So
No. Well, I think it's because everyone thinks the Jazz are just going to blow them out of the water. So, but I don't see it either. Not one bit. So total 221.5. Interesting total on that one. I think we stay under that total. So you guys, we've got how many hours left in 2021? I can't wait. So tradition for me. So I was born in Australia. So I always call my family for New Year's for them. We watch all the fireworks and everything together. So I'm excited to see the Australian fireworks. Is there anything like that you guys have traditions for New Year's that you're going to be doing today?
sleeping.
Yeah, we know you're sleeping. I'm going to send you old man slippers and a house coat. Yeah, I think you need to actually just do the shows in a house coat with a cigar and some old man slippers. I think that's your new look, Brian. Going into 2022, let's put the same image as the personality over there.
Yeah, for sure. And well, if I took the day off tomorrow and it wasn't on the morning show, I'd probably stay up and have a few drinks, but we'll see how the night goes. I just like to be well prepared in the morning. And maybe I'm an old man, but that's just my way. I can't help it.
It's okay. I'm making fun of you out of love. I'm not being mean just to be mean. What about you, Rod? Anything you're going to get up to later today that is just like a checklist, get it off the list before the new year rings in?
I got nothing on the checklist after today. I got everything all caught up, so I can have a nice, relaxing, easy day watching sports. And then I've already placed my order for Chinese for dinner. That's
nice.
My tradition on New Year's Eve is to order Chinese takeout, so I don't have to cook.
I'm getting that also.
Chinese watch sports, have a couple beers. Beers are in the fridge, ready to go. There's some wine in the fridge. We got some great drinks in the fridge. I'm definitely gonna have a few this New Year's to ring it in.
What kind of beer do you drink, Rod?
For me, I've got some Corona Light in there. I
nice.
like I'm a lighter beer guy now. I'm not the big heavy beer drinker anymore. So I just like a light beer, like a couple light beers. I'll even have a beer in the fridge. I like to cook with it too, right? So I like to cook with wine and beer.
I always cook with a glass of wine in my hand.
I'm not a huge drinker anymore. So what I do is I cook with it instead.
Okay. I like that. I like a nice IPA. If I'm going to have a beer, it's going to be a nice hearty IPA. Stronger the better.
I can't do that anymore. It kicks my butt. Insta heartburn. IPA calls it insta heartburn now. That's why, because that's what I used to do. I used to drink IPAs. I'd love the darker beer. Give me a darker beer. Always.
Nice.
I used to be a trad drinker like crazy. Traditional with a little lime in there. Oh man.
I used to be a Corona light guy, but I hold that. I shouldn't hold the coronavirus against them, but when I'm drinking Corona, it makes me think of Corona. So for me, I like the Amstel light beer. To me, that's a good light beer. So I like Amstel.
Nice.
Coors Light. See, somebody said Coors Light. I like Coors Light too. There's another good beer. I like Coors Light.
American Coors Light. I drank it once. Worst headache in the world after. Worst headache. Oh, I don't know. I was camping. It was quite a while ago, and I think I had a couple too many. And I
was just gonna say, that's me with Coors. You can drink so many, and then you hit a point, and it's like, oh, okay, that's it. And
if that did it to her, imagine Shillets. The Shillets.
What's Shillets?
Cheap beer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I only have like 1 or 2 IPAs. If I have any more than that on a summer day, man, I'm not walking straight. Those IPAs are very strong. So, no beers for me till summer.
Yeah, that's another one. I've seen Stella. Yeah, I got some Stellas in the fridge too. I like Stella. Stella's a good beer too.
It's delicious. I have to agree with you guys there. So, yeah, I'm gonna pop some champagne tonight. I have to make sure my house is clean though. Before I start celebrating today, because that's another tradition for me. I need a clean house going into the new year. So whether I like it or not.
For ciders, we have BC cider. We got BC whatever they are. BC Okanagan ciders. I think we're not going to have a cider.
Nice. I can't do ciders anymore. Drink way too many. It
tastes so good, right?
Yeah.
I used to do what they call a crown float, but you take your cider and put it put it in first. Put about half to 3/4 cider, and then you float Guinness on top. Like you pour Guinness on over the back of a spoon, and your Guinness will float on the top of the cider, and it's called the Crown Float. Those are pretty good. I drank.
That does sound good.
Oh, so
Yeah,
good.
I would have thought you guys would be big Molson beer guys. Molson from Canadian.
When I was younger, yeah. I've drank my fair share of most Canadian.
Sure you have, Rod. Sure you have. Brian, are you an old-fashioned kind of guy? Nice smoked old-fashioned? I could see you drinking that.
Yeah, for sure. I like Molson. But like I said, now I'm into the Amstel Light, the light beers. So I'm along with Rod as far as those beers go. I like the Stella. So.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, this is not it's coffee. I promise you guys. It just is an Alexander Keith's fine beer cup. That's how we did get on the subject. So, but it is coffee in the morning. If I was drinking beer here, I'd be frozen. Yeah, I can't drink cold drinks in the winter. It just freezes me. The only time I have cold drinks, I don't even drink cold water. Everything's room temperature. I learned that actually living in Asia, I wasn't able to control my body heat. And a Chinese medicine doctor said it's because you're drinking cold water. So I don't drink anything cold unless it's hot summer day. Only time you'll catch me with a cold drink. I know, right? Everyone's always grossed out by warm water. I love
it's the other way around. It's supposed to you have a cold drink supposed to warm you up.
But yeah, I can't do it. It freezes me from the inside. It's really, and there's no Baileys in my coffee. Promise you guys. Promise. I will do champagne tonight though. So that is a cold drink. I break the exception for champagne, but I'll have a glass of red before. You guys, you ready to talk some college basketball? We got college basketball as well today.
There's a few gems on the board. A
couple. Yeah, that's very.
Yeah.
I didn't have a premium. I didn't have a premium today, but I think there's some good solid free picks today. So we'll see.
Okay. Well, Rod, if you want to take it away, I know you know some of those nicknames, so let's see what you got.
Bunch of early games in college because it wants to be over by the last game is 4 p.m. Eastern in college. So we'll start at these early ones. We got Hofstra taking on Elon. We got High Point taking on Kentucky. We've got Sacred Heart taking on Bryant. We have Niagara taking on Quinnipiac. We've got Delaware Blue Hens taking on Charleston. We've got Northeastern taking on William and Mary. We got LIU taking on Merrimack. We got Fairly Disinterested taking on St. Francis. We got Central Connecticut State taking on St. Francis of Brooklyn. And that wraps up the card. The Iona game got canceled today. No Iona tour.
Yeah, it's a lighter card than normal. I'm looking at one game that I think I really like. I've got High Point here over Kentucky. I just think that is too many points. We look at this High Point team, have been able to cover the spread, 6-2 against the spread in their last 8. I know Kentucky is the way stronger team here, but I don't see them blowing them out of the water by this many points. I think they probably win this by 25, but by 27.5, I'm going to take High Point plus those points. I also like Sacred Heart plus the points versus Bryant today. This line has moved up to 7.5. I think it's a 6-point game here either way. I'm not liking much else on the board today. Brian, what about yourself?
Yeah, for my top free pick here, easily could have been a premium. I should have jumped on it this morning. I was looking at Elon. It was at +7. Now I see it at 6.5. Elon's playing a Hofstra team that's off a crazy loss to William and Mary. They lost outright. This is their 4th straight road game here for the Hofstra Pride. And I like the Pride. They're one of my teams. But in this one, I think they're going to come up just short as far as covering the spread. And then I'm going to take a crack with Kentucky here, just a very light lean. I know High Point, I think they covered 6 straight as a dog. High Point has. Kentucky plays better on Fridays as far as covering the spread goes. So I'll lay the points there with Kentucky. And just a lean here to the Delaware Blue Hens plus the points. There's absolutely no good trends going Delaware's favor. Charleston has them all going their way. But I think this is a one possession game either way you slice. And if you're going to give me 3 with the Delaware Hens, I'll take it. But I think the best bet for me is Elon plus the points.
Okay. What about you, Rod?
And for me, in these ones, I'm gonna go the other way. I like Charleston over Delaware. No Blue Hens today. Charleston's just a better team in that one. You look Delaware 3-6 ATS in their last 9 games. Yikes, not good. Charleston at home has been lights out. 5-1, 4-2 against the number. Charleston pound has Blue Hens in that one. The other one I like Niagara here. I think the wrong team's favorite. Give me Niagara on the money line. I think they come in and get themselves a nice win over this Quinnipiac team that definitely isn't very good. 1-4 against the number at home this season. I think Niagara's the better team. I also like the under in that one. It opened to 134. It's down to 132.5. Definitely slow pace in that one. It's not going to be a crawl. It's going to be so slow. Give me Niagara in that one.
Okay.
Could I go back and add one more? I forgot one.
Of course you can.
I know Mitch yells at me.
There's no rules. You can't.
I forgot my William and Mary Tribe today plus the points 9.5, 8.5, depending on where you bet it. They finally covered their first spread against Hofstra. I think they cover another one against Northeastern here. Give me the points here, William and Mary. Just a strong lean, nothing big.
Okay.
Go
I
big.
like it. I can see that
Go
one.
big.
William and Mary, go try.
Yeah, go big. Go big.
I'm a fan of William and Mary.
Northeastern's awful this season. Awful.
They are. Good call, you guys.
I like that one. Yeah.
Maybe
Don't send me an email and ask the email because I'm stealing that.
Yeah, don't send me an email either. I'm going to bet it as soon as we're off the show here. What time does that one start at? 2 Eastern.
2 o'clock
We got a little
Eastern
bit of time. Yeah. Yeah, jump on that, you guys. I really like that.
Happy New Year. Look at that one. Woo!
They have a nice campus at William and Mary, for sure.
Do they?
Yep, I was there last spring.
Okay, what were you doing there?
Well, that's right where Williamsburg is in Virginia. The colonial houses, and history tours are down there. I also took a look at Thomas Jefferson's Monticello down there. But I toured the campus of William and Mary, bought some of their just the T-shirts, like $45 on campus. But
yeah,
I enjoyed it for sure. Lots of lovely ladies.
Supporting a good cause.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Hofstra game got canceled, so we don't have to worry about that one.
Which game got canceled?
Hofstra got canceled.
Oh no! All right.
Oh man. Okay, well, hopefully nothing else gets canceled for the day. But you guys, that wraps up our show. We will see you in the new year for the morning. Well, I guess we
the
won't.
parlays.
Oh yeah. Did we forget the parlays? I'm so glad you guys reminded me. See, that's why I have to write everything down because otherwise I'll just skip over it. That's why I skipped over promos yesterday. So let's get to those parlays then, you guys. Rod, what are you liking?
For me, we're gonna take the Bulls over. We're gonna take William and Mary, and we're gonna take the Red Wings. We're gonna mix sport. Bulls, William and Mary, and the Red Wings. Parlay those three up today. See if we can get 2 in a row.
Nice. Brian?
I did have Elon, but I'm going to substitute that with William and Mary. So I'm going to do William and Mary plus the points. I'm going to take the Blazers over the Lakers plus the points and the Boston Celtics plus the points.
Okay. And I'm going to just parlay the 2 bowl games. I'm going to take Alabama and Cincinnati under the total and Georgia and Michigan under that total. I see huge defensive games in those ones. So guys, that was it. Any last words for 2021 for everyone?
For me, I would just like to say, hey, thank you. Another year come by with being here at Pickdawgz, and wow, did it ever fly by. Appreciate everybody. We got some nice winners. I know we ended off the year better than when I started the year off, so I'm excited to keep that rolling here in 2020 as we have a giant year, and I appreciate everybody. Thanks for all the support. Because without you guys, I'm definitely not here doing what we love. So thank you, everybody.
Yeah, nice words, Rod. What about you, Brian? How do you follow that up?
Exactly the same as Rod said. I appreciate all the guys watching and girls, gals out there in Pickdawg land. Make sure you hit the like button. But I'm appreciative of my opportunity I've received from Mitch and the Pickdawgz family. So hoping to have a big year in 2022, even bigger than this year. Might have finished on a sour note for me, but I have a feeling it's going to be a big year in 2022. So we're going to push forward.
Nice. I like it. Well, I want to thank, firstly, you two for putting up with me every morning since the start of September. Because I don't know many people that have to spend this much time with me other than the people watching here. I want to thank everyone watching. I want to have a huge shout out to Mitch and thank him for believing in me and bringing me onto the Pickdawgz family, because it really is an incredible opportunity. I'm excited to see who's going to be joining the crew. We've got the contest ending today. So all the best to everyone in the Pickdawgz Capper contest. Can't wait to see who will be part of our crew here. So you guys, thank you so much for joining us. Thanks for watching. Thanks for everyone who likes and subscribes to our channel. And we will see you soon with the premium show. Have a good one, you guys.